YouTubers,
Yo, stop sending
and
shots.
it came up to something. What did you just say to me?
Stop sending shots.
so so I was thinking about something when it came through. I seen a post of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and anyone that watched the show actually knows like that's a scary ass show as a kid. Like looking at that shit was wild. Like all the animation was out there, but it like I heard a theory of it, and I hope that you get some context. But relax, we got a whole hour. Relax yourself, all right? Calm yourself.
Get to the point.
But relax yourself. Now I ain't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna sit there. You're gonna listen. All right.
Get to the point.
Thank you. So basically, the theory is that Courage the Cowardly Dog is a show that shows courage dealing with massive anxiety and fear of the unknown. That's what every entity or antagonist in the show and the episodes is his fear of the unknown, and courage is actual courage to go through it. So I thought about it, and I'm thinking about it, and do y'all think in that regard that you have to have fear to be courageous? Because I'm still stuck on that, bro. Like I'm really thinking about it. Like, can you be courageous without there being fear? Or do you actually have to have fear in your life or experience it to be courageous?
They say get to the point, Stephen A. Smith.
Recklessness and the courage in itself to overcome what's stopping you, or the fear that's preventing you to do something. There you go.
Like when he gets along and he gets like a nice three ball, like a nice three, the mid range shot, he's gonna be really, really unstoppable because he's gonna be the scariest thing since LeBron. I think he's gonna be the scariest thing since LeBron.
You know what? I can agree on that just off seeing his stats against
Boston.
You're right, against Boston. Like that series was crazy. I gotta go watch that again.
Yeah.
I just gotta watch start to finish. Cause like, bro, goddamn, 200 points, about 100 rebounds, that assist. I'm like.
Yo. Two things also. Yes, and welcome to your mom's favorite podcast, your dad's favorite podcast, your grandmother's favorite podcast, everybody's favorite podcast. CTU. Back to full effect. We have all three of our cast members this time. We did have a little structure of two cast members 2 times. But this is episode 11. We are back. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know that weekend weather was amazing. It was 90-something degrees outside of New York. Wildin. Just said, yeah, we're not even going to give you our spring. We're just going to give you our summer. Off rip. We're not even letting y'all even adapt to it. But, we are in full effect. It is really, really lit the last couple of days. I had a great week or so. I hope everybody else did. I know some of my cast members definitely do know that. I have things to move around in my stream because Unique actually goes down to the bottom. His name to the bottom. And Mature is at the top. So the are on my left today.
Okay. What's up, gang? Chilling, you already know. Hey, shit. Yeah, Trey says it's beautiful, but that weekend was annoying, I am like, that one cap, she was disgusting.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I love the Heat. That's the crazy part, But that one wasn't it. It wasn't it. But on the bright side, though, I thought it was lit that they was giving out Biggie Metro cards. We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah.
You
We
know?
definitely are. We definitely are. Cast member my bottom is here, but you know he got his camera off and he's not talking. I know something's going on, but same time we already know who he is. He is unique story. You know, he has a zero in his name just because you know he's just a zero hero type dude. His mic is off and he is talking. Sadly, because nobody cares about his opinion anymore. So his mic is
Damn.
muted. His mic is muted. He's getting castrated this episode. So just don't. He's gonna be.
What?
He's gonna get castrated this episode.
Hey, yo. Alright, I hear it.
Definitely.
Facts.
Why you got so many things on your shirt?
For me, bro.
Nah. Look at unique shirt.
Oh yeah, with all the fucking all
He got a lot of stickers on his shirt. I'm cutting them up today.
Bro said it's a unique shirt.
Also, I want to get into something that happened to me this weekend at work. Telling you now, I don't think all old people deserve respect. I think I'm gonna say it straight honestly like that. I don't think all old people deserve respect. Not all. If it's not my family, old people, yes. Or like some veterans, alright, cool. Yeah, I gotta respect you. You know, you did what you did. But if you're just like a regular old person, I'm not respecting you.
I'm fucking with you.
No.
Why, bro?
I had a lady in the building I work at do some like annoying old lady, 56-year-old lady stuff where she complained about a washer like 3 weeks ago being that it had pellets inside of it. So like like detergents that have like the pellets. You guys know
Yeah.
those. It was in they like I guess they didn't get washed out, whatever. So she complained about it. She said, "Hey, yeah, the washer had pellets in it." So I said to her, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna report it to maintenance." So maintenance closed down the washer. They do what they do, and she comes to me talking about some. Yeah, you told them that I told you that there was pellets in the washer, and it got reported as dirty. So it should have never got reported dirty. I'm like, "Miss, that's the same thing." I'm like, it's dirty. If you say there's pellets inside of it, they have to clean it. And they didn't, and they closed it down up until Tuesday. And they cleaned it on Tuesday, so it's restored. So she's like, "Oh, like I don't want to get the message misconstrued or nothing like that." And then she touches like a paper that was on my desk, and she just started going ballistic about the paper being on the desk. And I just told her, "Hey, miss, listen, you're being annoying, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't gone to sleep yet, and you're wilding. Wilding at this point. Just move away." And in my head, I just started thinking, like, you know what? Some old people, I like, you can't give them. Some of them you have to go crazy. Some of them you do. Some of them. Some of them deserve some of that craziness, bro. Some of them, bro. To me, it's like annoying, bro. Certain things annoy me a lot. Like, it gets me tight. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what you guys' opinion are about having, like, problems with older people in any shape or form. But I definitely would like to know.
I'll give the floor to Unique. I'll give the floor to Unique to start.
Unique, are you able to talk?
Then, all right. So when it comes to that situation, I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of wild, but like, it's kind of her. It's kind of her fault for telling you that type of stuff. Because if she told you that, she would at least have to have thought of the fact that maybe you were going to tell her higher ups or tell her boss or just tell management in general, like, "Hey, your thing's like dirty or something, or the pellets are in there." Like, I don't know. I mean, it seems like
it got reported as dirty, but
right.
It's the same thing. So it's like, I don't know where you're going with the whole the message got misconstrued. It's the same exact message that you just told me. You told me the wash is dirty. So what do you think I just did? Told us that the washer was dirty. And I don't know. I feel like sometimes, older people do have feel like they feel like they it's like the complaining thing gets me tight. It's like, come on, bro. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 12. You're bugging me at 6 o'clock in the morning about a washer that's already usable. Like, it's usable now, and you're complaining that it's usable. Where are we going? Like, you didn't even have to come to the front desk and said nothing. You could have just went down, did your laundry, and did what you needed to do.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I'm not gonna lie. No, like it, because what bugged me earlier was the fact that you said that older people sometimes don't need respect. Like, you don't have to respect. That bugged me a little bit because it's like, I don't know. Like,
pick up your mic. You sound wild far away.
Is that better?
Yeah, that sounds way better.
All right. So, in all honesty, like when you said that freaking that some elders don't need respect, that's a little wild. I think they still need respect to some degree.
Some of them,
like, you're fragile. I have to take care of you. If I bump into you, your bones break. Like,
I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying like no. What I'm saying is,
but that's like the level of respect that I would like have to say is mandatory.
So if an older person disrespects you, you're gonna shut up and just like take the disrespect.
I'm just gonna count it. I was gonna say something crazy, but I'm not. Because I'm definitely not gonna say something I can't stand by.
Listen, I'm 25 and I got a bad mouth, bro. I got a real bad. Like,
I can tell. I can tell a lot of bullshit comes through it. But in all honesty, coming back with some fire. It's been about like a couple days since I wasn't here, so come back with a little fire. In all honesty, I'm gonna be quiet because like they're old. They went through life to some degree that they have something to say. But if you start speaking out of emotion, like, I'm not gonna listen to you. Like, you can continue talking, I'm not gonna listen to you. Either you're gonna spit facts, you're gonna spit some wisdom, or you can talk about your opinion, and if it's your opinion, it's irrelevant to me unless like we come to an actual conversation. Like, if we're gonna have a conversation, I'll listen. But if you're just gonna start spewing like, "Oh, you youngsters don't know what you're doing," like, no, you're gonna speak to me with some respect, because I'm gonna speak to you as an elder. I'm gonna give you respect. But as someone that is just becoming and is the next generation in this adult, life and so on and so forth,
I don't
to some degree, I deserve a little bit of respect.
I don't know really. I feel like certain. I mean, I went through life. I mean, I went through jobs where, like, there's some stuck up old people. There's stuck up, like, there's a lot of people that's like very, very stuck up, very, very nasty. So it's like, I can get nasty too, because I'm not gonna hold back. I'm just gonna tell you, hey, listen, yo, you 50, 60 years old. Listen, just because your husband got to drink every night just to lay down next to you, it ain't my problem. It ain't mine. Like, I could just throw certain things at you that you're not gonna like hearing. I can just like, I'm gonna say these things because you're getting me tight. Especially if you're not even close to my family or nothing like that. Like, if you're my family and you're old, okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely respect you. Definitely, yeah. You're a veteran, definitely respect you. You did what you needed to do. You was in the war. You was wilding. Cool. Right. But if you're just a regular old person that never did nothing with their lives, I'm not talking to you, and I'm not giving you that type of respect. I'm not giving you that. I'm not.
I hear that. I respect them answers. Pretty much, I have the opposite.
Can I say something?
Sure, of course.
My fault for cutting you off.
Pick up the mic.
This is really bugging me real quick. Hold on. So when you become an elder and someone disrespects you, like, how you gonna feel about that? How you gonna feel? You're gonna be an elder. You can't fight back, because if you fight back, they wash you instantly. Like, they're gonna wash you if you try to fight back.
No, you gotta give them.
So I want nothing.
What if you Nah, you know what?
Guess what? Guess
Where
what? Guess
answers
what?
like
Guess
that
what?
one.
Me, myself. I don't want to saying I don't want to live till I'm old, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be to the point where like I certain old people. No disrespect to certain old people. I don't want to be. I don't want to be if I can't do some of the stuff I normally do already. As I'm old, I'm not. I don't want to live anymore. I'm dead serious, bro. If I can't use the bathroom by myself, I'm not. I don't want to live anymore. Just I'm done.
You
Bro.
know what you gotta
Just
do for
hang me
that,
up.
bro? All you gotta do is take care of your body.
Yeah. But sometimes certain things happen where you're just stuck like that. I don't want to live like a vegetable. I don't. Kill me. Just put me on my deathbed. I'm all right. I live my life good.
So what is that? All right.
Geez,
That's
I'm like
really
this.
nice, bro. That's really nice. But what does that have to do with you being in this situation?
No.
Like,
It was just
you
something.
do you think a 56-year-old can like not shit by themselves?
Do I think a 56-year-old is a what?
So what if you were 56 years old in that situation that you were just in, but like a
If
25-year-old like you were like, yo, suck my dick, old man.
56 isn't that old to me.
Alright,
Like
so
elderly,
again,
listen.
so,
All right.
so again, bro,
This
if
is this,
you
this
were
is what I this
56
is what I
right
mean by
now,
elderly, right? If if you get to the ages of 70, 70,
but
70
your
to
whole
90
story
years,
was about a 56-year-old though.
but she wasn't even 56. She was like 60. She was like 60
All
to
right, if
70 years
you're
old.
60 and some kid told you suck my dick, how are you
I'm
responding?
getting my grandson, and he's banging him,
Mm.
and he's my grandson. My grandson is a baller.
I hear it.
Anything along that line, or even my own son, if he's beating him up, it's that simple. But at the same token, I didn't say yo, bro, listen, yo, lady, SMD. No, I didn't say that. I just said yo, lady, you're being dumb annoying right now. So you need to calm down a little bit. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. You need to calm down. It's not that serious. That's what I said. Rather than you sit here, like I could have got to that point, yes, but I didn't.
I
Get to
feel
that
like
point.
you just need to throw a little neuroscience into this, bro. As you stated, they're old. You know that their brain isn't in the highest capacity.
Oh man.
So the least you can do is just understand that they may or may not literally be in their right mind at that moment,
Yeah.
and just let them rock. Like,
But it's like if you coming up to me, talking to me, and it was like not it was in a disrespectful tone because you can hear. Don't I'm gonna say this. You know how some old people will talk to you like you're stupid, like and they'll talk, and that's how she was talking to me, like I was stupid or something. I looked at her like she was idiotic at this point, because I'm looking at her like she's
man.
delusional. No way. Like, bro, the washer's dirty, and you're gonna tell me, oh no, but the washer had pellets in it. So what's the difference? What's the difference between the pellets and then it being dirty? You have to still clean it out. You have to clean it out if it's dirty.
Even then, I still say it would have just been more respectful to not call her dumb annoying, but to just say, yo, you know what, man, it's fixed. Ain't nothing I can do. Go about your day. You know, because it's like
I already gave it a respect.
like my mom's worked in a nursing home for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
She done told me mad fucking stories about old people, bro. You know how they're mad disrespectful. They did a lot. They fucking fucked around a lot. It was wild. And she was like, nigga, like of course you can fucking snap on them, but at the end of the day they're fucking old. You know, like again, just like you said, to disrespect them, but like their lives aren't the greatest right now. You know, their bodies are hurting. You know, they don't talk to as much people. You know, so it was like even though she was being a dickhead, it's just like let it rock. You know, that's where I think it's like yeah, I'll give old people respect, but you have to contextualize it. It's like okay, old man, like you're fucking walling right now. But out of respect for you being here and getting to that age to begin with, I'm not feeling to argue with you.
So
That's just out of respect. yeah, I'm gonna walk the fuck away. But if
So,
I have to stand there, I'm gonna
let me
put
ask
my
you.
foot down.
Let me ask you a question.
Of course,
So what if?
I'll respond with anything but your dumb and arm.
All right.
You know what? I'll give you my dead ass response. I'm gonna look at him, right? I'm gonna get up, put on my big man voice. I'm gonna say, do not touch anything on my desk. I will report you to management, and they will get you evicted. Not on me. Nothing about that dryer was on me. Once you told me about it, I did what I did in my position and reported it. If you don't like it, just get out of my face. There's nothing we can do about it. You know. And then if she starts walling,
Then it's kind of like yeah. But what I was gonna ask you,
I agree with him. I'm gonna be honest. I agree with him.
So my next question was gonna be
Wait,
it was
one
like, all
second.
right, so what if you're like a home aide, right, for no person, and what if they're on some like racist like type of time? They're like on some yeah boy, and they like slapping you, and every chance they get, they just start slapping you. What do you do in those situations with those older?
Hold on. Let me
I would
let me
have
ask a
to
question
have
for
the
that.
three. Okay.
So it's gonna be a quick question. It's actually for the previous topic of this situation, previous one, because it made me think about the whole question, like, and when Gary Crownless said the context, it requires the context of like what the old person was doing. And the context really caught me for a second because it made me think of this. Before in history, it used to be very hard to get to the age of 80 or like not even 80, just getting to the age of 50 was like extremely
past 30, bro.
Yeah.
Freaking 30.
It was a lot of diseases and stuff like that.
Let's go 30.
Yeah, it
So
was that bad.
the idea of respect your elders, I think, comes from that. Like the fact that they survived, they lived through the diseases, they're here now. You should listen to what they have to say. But now that they're like, majority of us are going to be reaching 50, like in like 60. I think the average age is like 80. So like, do we have to listen to you? Because to some degree, like we're gonna live just around as much as you,
maybe,
and I'm gonna have most of my friends live as long as me. So I mean, like,
maybe even longer. But
you have to.
My thing is that some old people are you have your old people that will give you the advice. You will listen to. But there are some old people that are just like mean and nasty, and some of them need to be put down to like understand. Like, hey, listen, like don't get me wrong, you gonna die one day. Listen, hopefully,
No.
I'm listen.
No.
Listen, if you're gonna be
Go
mean
ahead,
and
go for it,
if you're gonna be mean and nasty to me, yo, listen, just know like you're gonna like that's what's gonna happen.
Put it like this, bro.
Like you got wild hate in your heart
Let's
for no
just say
reason.
you don't know that old lady has Alzheimer's. We don't. That's what I'm saying when I say contextualize it. You got to realize that you're dead arguing with a 70-year-old woman. You feel me? Her mental state is not at the same capacity as yours, mine, or Unique's. She might say some outlandish shit, but it's on you to be like, okay, you're an old hag. Like I don't want to get nasty, but like, bro,
You're an old hag.
just get out of my face. Same thing with like an old man. It's like, better yet, a boom. I worked at the Y. I was a camp counselor, but we worked with a bunch of people of different ages. Pretty much, a couple old guys, they would say whatever. But for example, you had that one old guy butt ass naked in the locker room.
What?
I've been to LA Fitness, and they be wild.
Right, you feel me? And it's like, yo,
I don't be anywhere near when people do
you
that.
want to say something, but then it's like, am I really dead ass gonna like argue at this old ass man because I unfortunately like saw his ass? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go about my day, bro. Like, what am I gonna gain from that? And then exactly what Unique said, it's like, all right, what if I'm 61 days just sitting on a bench and just out of karma, 3 niggas is like, yo, get your old ass up from out of this fucking bench, nigga. You feel me? And it's like I'm gonna be dumb old. I'm like, I love the young people. Like,
Nah,
you
nah,
feel
nah.
me? Like,
Like,
I'm trying to
but
cause
like,
no harm and
what
shit.
I see like see what you guys talk about. Where it's like, yo, yeah, you gotta give them, give them some respect. Be like, hey, along that line. But I feel like not every old person definitely. I'm not saying every old person you have to walk through life and be like, you gotta be 100% nice to. Not saying all the time.
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying let them go about their day, regardless on how much you feel disrespected. Because exactly as you just said, bro, they don't have long to live. I don't know what's going on in that lady's thoughts. Another example would be like the old people will walk up and think I'm their son or some shit. It's like, am I really about to stand here and correct this man?
Yeah, no.
Nah. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him say what he's saying. You know, he probably chastised me because like I ain't called a nigga in like 10 years. But it's like, all right. At the end of the day, you probably just want somebody to talk to. You don't even know who you're talking to. Like you think I'm your son. You feel me? Like it's a whole Spanish guy. So it's like that's what I mean when I say respect them. Obviously, you don't have to have the same respect for everybody. Like you don't have to look at every old person like they're your grandmother. But it's like
Right.
they old. You feel me? Like I'm not about to like get ass be like, yo, you fucking old man, bro. Get the fuck out.
Nah, like
That'd be
for
wild.
me,
That'd be crazy.
like for me, when I what's
But see,
really fucked up.
It doesn't matter how mad they got me.
You know,
You feel me? I could like you feel me. The most they had to do was actually touch me. But then even then, it's
I'm
like
never gonna get to that
what
point of
more am
being
I gonna
physical.
do?
I'm never
Yeah,
gonna get to that
but
point.
just
I
give
would
them
I'll never
like,
get physical with an
yo,
old.
man.
I'm never gonna be physical with an old person. Like you wild. Like if I'm not being. If you're 60,
Right.
70, if you're like 80 years old, you're 80-year-old man. I'm not beating you up. I'm not getting physical. I'm not doing it. No, but I will be like, hey, listen, you need to chill, or be like, hey, listen, move the fuck away from me, or be like, hey, listen, please leave me the fuck alone.
You're a dumbass bitch. Like, I'm gonna do that.
or that's kind of my context of keeping it alone. Like, listen, lady, listen, I know you're that old, but I need you to leave me it alone. Leave me alone. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying it again. I'm not gonna say, disrespectful. I'm not gonna be 100% disrespectful. That's kind of what I did. Was kind of like, hey, listen, man, listen, you're kind of being annoying. Please leave me alone. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Wow. I don't really care. I don't really care about the washer anymore. At this point, I forgot about the washer. I don't care anymore. I don't. It's all about it. The washer is gone. It's not in my head anymore. So it's like not every old person I'm gonna be 100% like, I gotta walk through life and shake your hand. I'll hold the door for you. I even give you my seat.
Nah, but see, that's where y'all misreading me again. I'm not saying give the same amount to every old person. You feel me? I'll just use myself now as an example, right? If I'm walking up the street and I see an old person, right? I don't interact with them at all. I treat them how I treat everybody. Already I don't want you to look at me. So don't look at me. I'm not gonna look at you, don't look at me. Right? If they so happen to come my way, talk to me, then they can go one of two ways. If they're nice about whatever, they're saying some old people shit, like they're just talking just to talk because it's like they're old. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, old man. Yeah, just to let them feel entertained. Because it's like, as you said, exactly, they don't have that long left to live, or maybe they do. My cousin, one of my childhood friends' grandmother just turned 120. You feel me? So like, that's real shit.
You said 120.
But then it's like, yes, 120.
Who's living?
As I'm getting older, I hear more and more people reach that age.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
120 is crazy.
OD. But word, if they come in disrespectful, it depends on the tone. Because I'm gonna look at it like, all right, we're men to men, man to man. Or if it's an old lady, right? Let's say she complaining about some shit. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna just walk off. Because what benefit do I get from
these damn scallywags?
Right, because there's no reason to even engage her. There's no reason to even engage her, and that's the respect. You feel me? I respect you enough to know that your brain is not, well adjusted anymore. You're saying shit just that's like me arguing with a bum just because he's on the train yelling at himself in the mirror. You know, I'm not gonna get up and say, "Shut the fuck up right now, man."
No, I'm not gonna hold
Like,
you.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot. I've seen
it's
that.
like they're annoying,
I'm
but it's,
not gonna
yeah,
hold
I
you.
hate
I'm
it,
not
but
gonna
it's
hold
like,
you.
yo,
That's the only thing I don't like about what the job I'm about to go back to doing. That's the only thing I'm gonna hate is going to see that every day. It's going to be annoying, and I know I'm gonna see it. And it's like the most annoyingest thing in the world, where it's like, come on, bro. Like, come on, it's 6, bro. It's 8 in the morning.
but see, but that goes into my thing. It's like, yo, niggas don't know what's going on in his head, bro. They're probably seeing ghosts, literally. You feel me? Like, I'm not about to be one of them niggas and just punch him in the face. Like,
he's like he just smoked the whole thing of K2. He's wilding right now. he goes, he's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, you know, hear the voices, and his eyes are like this.
yeah.
His eyes are like this.
Now, see, if it's
I hear
like
the
one of those
voices.
videos,
Hear the voices in my head telling me to go. They tell me to go see the story of the unique. Chill, bro. You know, you good, bro. Yo, you want some water? I don't want no damn water. I just want my stories.
but see, that's where the respect comes in. It's like, yo, I respect you enough to understand that you're bugging out right now.
Yeah,
Like,
like
You are
bro,
not
you
in your
bugging.
right mind, so I'm gonna leave you
You
alone.
need to get off the train, bro. You need to wildin', bro. You need to go get some milk or something. You know, somebody go get him some milk, bro. Somebody pour it on him, bro. At that point, I mean, like for me, yeah, I hold the door for some old people. I would definitely give them my seat. Like if I see an older lady and she's like standing there and she got like her, you know, the walker and stuff. Listen, ma'am, you know, here's your seat. You know, I'm not gonna let you sit. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Just give me the same respect too. Like, you know, thank you, young man. You know, thank you. Don't be. You better do that, young man. Oh, yeah. You bugging today. You must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Eat your elbow.
So it's like, yeah, bro. I mean, I never got physical with an old person. Never really did.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Stu Leonard's. When I worked at Stu Leonard's, I cursed the white dude out, the older white dude out, um, because he was mad about a lady like getting her groceries and stuff like that, and she was really really mad. He said, how long does my podcast last? For about
2 hours, depending on what
maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 hours. Maybe we try to hit for 2 hours. Usually we may hit an hour,
Yeah,
hour
we
30.
usually hit an average between an hour and 35 minutes because sometimes we went less, sometimes we went way over, but generally like we're bouncing around that area.
Yeah.
So an average of an hour and 30 minutes,
Yeah.
35.
So it's like, I mean, you got people who like get disrespectful. Like the old white dude, he got real disrespectful. He was like, "Hey, this lady's cutting me," like da da da, and I told him like, shut the fuck up. And I turned around and I said it to him. I said, "Shut the fuck up." He's like, "Who are you talking to, me?" And I stepped off my register. I said, "Yeah, you." I was like, "You're going to the same place anyway. You're gonna go home at the end of the day, even if this lady is cutting, even if this lady is going ahead of you. It's only because it's a lady. What are you crying about? Like, you know."
I do hear that. For me, that has to be the thing. That has to be for me to do that. It has to be a guy either my age, right, 25. Let's say from 20 to about 50. You know, because I had some guy do that too at a ShopRite one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he was a good 40. He had to be like 40. He had to be like 40, 50. And I was kind of like, "Hey, listen, shut the fuck up." And just like you're gonna go along about your day. I don't really care about you being in a suit. I don't care. Guess what? You're still gonna go home. You're still gonna get there, bro. What are you crying about? What are you crying about? And that's where I draw my line. Where it's kind of like, don't disrespect. if you're disrespecting people in front of my face, please. Okay, listen, chill. Wildin', especially at that moment, because he was like OD wildin'. It was wild pack. You're yelling. Hey, listen, I'm already tight because I'm on Express and they giving me. And you know when you're on Express, you know how they give you little small registers. They bring in people with like 30 items to Express. I'm like, yo, you can't come here with that. Oh yeah, the store's packed. Yeah, you gotta bring all these people. I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Source it. Your manager said, bro.
I was getting mad because I was like, yo, management is stupid. That's when I started getting like heated, like, yo, y'all balling, not understanding, like, some people can't really, like, I'm not saying some people can handle that. It was just like, yo, bro, don't do that at all. Nothing like that. Nothing at all. Justin Lawson. Thank you, Justin Lawson, for the subscription. He just subscribed? Wow.
Hey. Let's go, Justin.
Let's go, Justin. Let's go.
All right.
Justin, welcome to the CTU Podcast community. Let's go, Justin.
Let's start it. CTU Podcast community. I like it.
We are really, really lit right now. Thank you, Justin.
I'm not gonna hold you. You don't really sound that lit to me. I need a little bit more energy for Justin.
You want to bring more energy? You know what?
I need more energy. Give us more energy.
You want to bring more energy for Justin? I don't need
you like that, bro.
All right, Justin.
Just more energy.
What is going on, Justin? What is going on? How was your day today, Justin? You are the best man in the world right now. You know that? You are number one. What is going on?
He's here at the beginning.
What's going on, folks? What is going on?
But yeah, word. To give my story before I give Unique the floor.
I can't even see.
Yeah, I had something similar, but it's dumb funny because some guy did it to an old lady. Avon, no, we got new followers, new subscribers, new commenters.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe because we do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Which we might be revising soon because we're gonna start getting into the works and making some beautiful things for the people that are joining us. Because trust me, we about to turn it up. We about to turn it up light years. Especially with light years movie coming out.
Talking in a party. Well, no. I got my head. I'm not putting on my headset. I'm actually about to play 2K in a little bit too. Also, you said the Steelers are winning a Super Bowl this year. That's a lie. I don't know what you're talking about. Steelers ain't winning the championship.
That's crazy.
The Steelers ain't winning no Super Bowl. And Boston, and the Hulk said Boston is up. Boston is up. Boston better be up.
Boston has a law.
They're not up.
I definitely do think they're taking it against the Heat.
I'm beating niggas up.
I think it's gonna be Heat Warriors in the finals.
Yeah. Just a segue. Yo, Live, don't talk about the Boston Celtics like that. All right. Live over here said that the Celtics are the worst team in the NBA. All right. Keep on talking to me like that. You're a slap. I'm talking about my team like that.
Those are powerful words.
Those are powerful words for your chat, bro.
Yeah. That's my favorite team. Don't talk about my team like that. My team is.
But your team don't do anything. Huh?
My team.
Even your old pod mates are coming at you now.
Nah.
He said no.
My team is tied for the most championships in NBA history. You know, we win championships over this side.
We see gold all the time.
We do that. That's what we do. But it's a little crazy. This year basketball, and next season of football is going to be really, really interesting. Can't really. I said you was bugging in a party about Boston versus Miami was not going 7. Listen, I thought we was going to win it in 5. And guess what? We're stupid. I'm stupid, but it's alright though.
All right, I'm here for it. I'm hearing it.
Listen, it's alright. We're gonna go 7 games and we're gonna lose against the Warriors. It's okay. Warriors look like the best team in basketball. You know, it's getting me angry. I'm not liking it again. I don't like it. I hate it. I'm starting to hate
Yeah.
this. This is why I hated Golden State, and this is why I'm starting to not like.
Why?
You said why? Because it's
Yeah.
annoying. All right, so
They're
like,
annoying because they're the best.
yes, because
Or
it's
is it
like
annoying that is it annoying because you feel like your team can't win?
it's annoying because Golden State has the greatest shooter of all time who can, bro. Once he start, bro, the nigga yesterday, the nigga Steph Curry shot a 3 and he turned around and looked at the bench before the ball even touched the rim. He already turned around and looked at the bench and said, "Yeah, it's going in." I was like, when he starts doing that, you listen, and it went in. And I'm like, when he starts doing that, that's GG's. He's shooting well again. Once he starts doing that, once he starts getting that confident, starts going crazy. I really.
I'm crying.
That's like one thing I do.
You sound like a hater. Yo, if I had a mix machine right now, I'd be like,
I am a hater.
Hater.
I am a hater, bro. That's
All
like
right, bro.
I am a hater. I do not like this Golden State thing. I do not like it. I do not. I do not. I hate it. I hate it every single moment. Every single moment of my life, I start to hate it. I hate it. Like, you got Stephen Curry pulling it from 40, and he's just making it. Like, it's easy, I guess. Like, I don't know. He ruined the game of basketball in my eyes. Fuck out of here. Fuck Steph Curry. He's gonna beat my team. They're gonna beat us, and we're gonna lose, and I don't really care. They play Miami, they sweep in Miami. They play us, they might sweep us too. No, I don't really care. At this point, I don't really care.
You sounded way different about it the other day, bro.
Yeah, I was sounding way different because Curry was having a really a shooting slump that I'm thinking he's not gonna get out of, and then guess what? He goes crazy on the Mavericks and he starts shooting threes and turning around and running down court. I'm scared. I don't want to play him. I don't want to play him when he's like that. I want to play him when he's dirty. How's the weather? How's the weather in New York? It's weird. We didn't even get
pretty
spring.
All right. It was very hot yesterday. It's pretty good today.
Yeah.
It was a cool 70. Couldn't complain.
Yeah, we got a little bit of summer this weekend. 98. I think both days was like 90 plus 90, right?
94 and then 92 on Sunday.
Jesus. And it rained Sunday night. With that rain on Sunday night, boosted mine. OD. That boosted mine. That needed to happen. Very, very hot. Very, very much. I feel like I feel it needs to be like that. It needs to be 100%. We're not gonna get any spring, really. It looks like we're just gonna get summer. It's gonna go straight to just summer. We're just gonna have.
I'm not excited about. I give two shits about summer. Honestly,
you said you don't care about summer.
I despise summer. Like in the bottom of my core, I absolutely despise.
So what's your favorite season?
To be honest, I cannot wait for the summer to be over. My dog's a winter dog, and
you're
that's about it. Me and my dog, we just need to leave. That's it. Leave New York, go upstate, go up country. That's what it is. Go up country.
You better go. Nah, you know where you can go? You can go to Wyoming. Wyoming gets snow. It's winter over there. Like, get no type of summer. Get no type of summer.
I'm gonna open them now. So.
Or you can go to Alaska. You want to be in the cold forever?
Say that again.
So you want to be in Alaska?
Of course, I want to be in Alaska. Of course. Freezing, cold, ain't nobody gotta come bother me. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Nah, bro.
Get a snowboard. If I gotta go to the center of the town, I just take a snowboard down the hill. I'm good. I'm chilling.
It's pretty lit. Me,
no, but yeah.
Me, I like the summer only because it helps me lose weight. And I like It's like the thing. Sport. Like I like when I was like a teenager, I used to in summer, 90-degree weather. I don't care. I'm going to play basketball. Give me a jug of water. I'll freeze the jug of water. Walk down the hill. By the time,
Right.
you know, what'd you say?
No, I said right.
Okay. I thought you said something else. Get disrespectful. But
Now, if I wanted to be disrespectful, I would have told you to your face. Yeah. I'm not afraid to be disrespectful.
I sticker man.
You know what? Yeah. Make fun of my shirt. You know.
Yeah.
Make fun of my shirt. But it says
you ever play
ape kill ape. So don't play me, bro.
You ever play GTA? You ever had like the car that had the stickers on it, like on the hood? That's what your shirt looks like. You never had that car in GTA that had the stickers on it?
Which one?
It was in GTA 5. It was
Ooh.
It was a car. I think it was a Sultan. I think it was a Sultan that you could put like stickers on like the hood or something like that. That's what I had when I had my Xbox. I was wilding, OD driving, going crazy. I feel like I don't like your shirt. But mostly what I was saying, for like most of these, I don't want to play Golden State. I don't, and it's gonna be sad. But they're gonna sweep the Mavericks tomorrow. It's gonna be sad, and I don't want to play them. If I'm Boston, I'm looking at this team, and I don't want to play Golden State. I don't. They look like they're gonna. You could just give them the championship right now and call it a. We could just go along the way. Like I don't want to watch this. I don't want to see my Boston Celtics really lose against a team that's like looking like they're unstoppable. It's impossible to beat this team because everybody's playing great, and it's like you got Steph Curry shooting no look threes, and you got Andrew Wiggins dunking it on niggas, and then it's like, come on, bro, how am I supposed to play? What are we doing here?
I would say, all right, this one will be before we give you Nick the four. Well, I have some faith in your team, my guy, because like, yeah, they're playing that good. But that's what you should expect from a finals in the Eastern Conference, right? I mean, Western. That's what you gotta expect. So it's like, believe in your Celtics.
No, it's impossible.
Impossible.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible, an impossible feat, but what I'm saying is it's like the probability of Boston beating the probability of Boston beating the Warriors. You want me to give it like a 1 out of 10? I'm gonna say it's a strong 3.
What does that got to do with you believing?
Me believe. I'm at a 3 though. I'm sitting at a 3, and I know what's gonna happen. It's not gonna go the way I'm thinking in my head. Yes, I want to see Boston win. Dude, we win. Just know I'm screaming. I'm running down.
Nah, because you didn't have the energy now.
No, because I can't have.
Sound like a big fat pony.
Because I know basketball, and I know in my head, like Golden State is just like, it's like you know what Golden State is like? It's like a Dark Soul boss. They're like a Dark Soul boss. Where like it's in like sometimes, you're gonna get beat, and the boss is gonna beat the hell out of you every single time. Like he's just gonna one shot every time. It's just like, damn, bro, like nigga. It's impossible to beat this team because, like, to beat them, you have to play perfect. You have to. Like, you cannot do nothing mistaken. You can't do nothing push you the game because they're gonna kill you. You have to play nearly perfect, and then you have to have your star players go. Your star players have to score. Their star players are gonna get their points. And your role players have to be good too as well. So like for Boston to win, Tatum has to have like 30 every night. Brown has to have 25 a night. Marcus Smart has to have 20 every night. Where I know in my head that's not going to happen every night. I know that's.
I hear it. I hear it, man.
I'm not. That's not gonna happen. And if it does happen, best believe I'm still gonna be happy. I'm screaming. I'm buying a shirt and I'm buying a jersey.
Nah, you gotta buy a Warriors jersey now.
Nah, fuck out of here. No, I don't want to wear jersey.
No, fuck out of here. Yeah.
I'm buying a Celtics. I'm buying a Celtics jersey. I'm buying a
Nigga
Peyton Pritchard.
too.
I'm buying a Peyton Pritchard jersey. That's the first jersey I'm buying. Peyton Pritchard. My guy. That white boy can ball. Peyton Pritchard jersey. I'm rocking that the whole not every day, but I'm getting his jersey and I'm getting Jason Tatum's jersey, and I'm rocking that every street. I'm rocking it every day.
And you're getting Klay Thompson.
No, I don't want a Klay Thompson jersey. If I'm gonna get a Warriors jersey, I'm getting
every hour. You're gonna scuffle. Matter of fact, since you're so convinced the Warriors is gonna win,
they're gonna win now.
You gotta buy 5 of the games.
I gotta buy 5 jerseys.
No, for the Warriors, yo.
He's right. Nah. Now you have to show. Now you have to show that you're like 100% in belief.
Yeah, you locked in with it.
It's over.
We're unbeatable. Our links unbreakable. You're locked in.
There's no unlock right now. You're stuck. Over.
No, I don't want to play. I'm seeing the path that we're going towards, and I'm seeing where we're like, yeah, my team goes like this. They're up and down. They're like here, like 1 minute they're up here, next minute down, next minute, and then it keeps on doing it. Where it's like Golden State, they're just 1 game down, and then they just stay up, and they don't really go down as much. They don't. Well, my team is just kind of it's a little stupid. They look good one night, next night, oh man, guess we looking stupid out there. Next night, oh yeah, we looking good. Next minute, we look stupid. That's the thing I don't like. But Unique, I'm going to let you have the floor, and I'm going to let you do what you need to do, because you have the story in your name. You can tell us things about yourself. So.
All right. So if we're gonna do this, I need you to sit in real quick. All right. So, me being the best cyclist I've ever been in my life, took a bike, and I'm gonna be very honest. Almost hit a car. Almost hit a car. Almost hit a car. So it was fun. You know, my back wheel brake, did not stop. Did not stop me. So I kept on going. Used my front legs, stopped myself, basically almost hit the car. My man comes out, he's like, yo, bro, you hit my car. I looked at him, was like, I didn't hit your car. You know, I just basically denied the whole thing straight to his face. So he comes up to me, he's like, yo, get out here before I stuff you. And I'm like, I looked at him, I was like, I had no care in the world. I didn't look at him. I was like, God, I didn't even hit your car. So I'm looking at my wheels, I'm like, I'm dead ass, like my wheels is broken. Like I broke the wheels. And so I'm sitting there and it's my man's just trying to threaten me. I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, bro, you 3 feet under to me. Like you're like somewhere over here, bro. You're not that like scary to me, first of all.
The bullying complex?
But then come to find out, like I looked at it and I was like, yo, my man's is really tight that I almost hit his car. My man's tried to fight me over almost hitting his car. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, bro, is New York really like, are we just good at talking to each other, or do we actually like fight each other over these things? Or are we just gonna speak bullshit to each other?
I mean, if you hit my car, and let's say you hit my car with your bike, now I got a whole dent in my car because of your dumbass hitting the fucking car. Was the car parked? If you hit a parked car, I'm cutting your ass.
Oh no, it's I didn't hit the car though. That's the thing. Like I didn't hit the car because I stopped beforehand. But my man's got out like, yo, you hit my car, but I never touched the car.
So did you nearly hit a parked car?
But did you nearly hit a parked car? That's what
Yeah, because my back wheels wasn't blocking. My back wheels wasn't stopping. I didn't know that they weren't gonna work until like as soon as I pressed it, realized I wasn't stopping. I had to press the front wheel and almost flip over onto the car.
That's not. But you first off.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
So
you can dissect it if you want. I'll tell you everything because everything's on
the bike. I'm picturing you on the bike.
Yeah, I'm on the bike.
Then you press the right because your right brake is supposed to be for the back, right?
For this one, it's opposite, but it doesn't matter. Continue.
Okay. So let's just say that. Okay, you tap it. Oh, I'm not stopping. You tap it again. Why am I not stopping? Are you an idiot? You have another brake.
No.
And then you
Time out before I will walk over New York to come to your house to watch how you speaking to me. First of all, I pressed it once because I'm trying to like slow myself down because it's not like if I was like hammer it that I would front flip. If I hammer it, I'm gonna end up slowing down. Like it's just gonna drag me to a stop. So that was my idea. Like I didn't use it prior to that moment because I didn't need to. Like I was rolling down a short ass hill, no cars were coming, so I just turned. As soon as I turned, went into the street, went down the freaking thing, down the road, and as soon as I was going to move to move out of the way, kind of slow down and make the turn easier, that's when I hit the brake. But by that time, I was still facing towards the car. So I didn't realize it was like in a split second decision that I didn't realize that the brakes, something was wrong with the brakes. So then as soon as I realized, I pressed the other ones because the other ones worked. Like I knew that for a fact.
Your big ass don't need to be on a bike anyway.
First of all, I'm not that big. First of all, watch how you speak.
You're dumb big though.
I'm not that big.
You're dumb tall. So let's do that, right?
But nonetheless, like my man came out and was trying to fight me for some reason, or at least speaking like he was trying to fight me. You almost hit his car. Unique. I would want to fight you too. First of all, no. If I hit your car, I understand. Like that's me. I understand. But if I didn't hit your car, you come out to me acting like I hit your car, like you trying to fight me because I got car insurance. Supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly because I wasn't even near his car. But I stopped. But listen to me. The bike hit my leg. That's how I know I didn't hit his car.
But listen to me. Do you got car insurance?
Do I have car insurance? I'm riding a bike. What car insurance does a bike need?
Exactly. So you hit my car. Your big ass hit my car. Now I got a dent in my car because your dumbass didn't. You're a dumbass. You didn't know. Okay, yeah. And also, when you're on a bike, before you get on a bike, you touch your brakes, you make sure everything's good.
Bro, not everyone's gonna be testing the brakes on everything. That's a good idea to do. Like,
bro, I have an electrical.
I am doing that, but
I had an electrical bike, and I did that every time. Like, even when I brought the bike, made sure that the brakes actually worked. Both sides of the brakes worked. Got on it, and also on an electric bike, I have an accelerator, and then I also have my brakes. And mainly, my back brakes started. Eventually, my back brakes went out, but then my front brakes work perfectly. Well, my front brakes, what I normally do is I don't slam on them, or I will lightly tap it enough so I can slow down a little bit. I'm not gonna crash into some cars first. So why are you even in the street? Get your big ass on a fucking sidewalk.
You can't ride in the sidewalk in New York City, dude. That's illegal.
You can ride in the sidewalk.
No, you cannot ride in the sidewalk. You can ride in the sidewalk if you're 12 years or younger and you have, what was it? Freaking, 23, 24 inch in diameter of the wheel. That's about it. That's the only way that you can ride on the street. That's why you see niggas riding on the side in Manhattan and in Brooklyn and in Queens because you can't ride on the sidewalk.
My only question, bro, was where was your eyes this whole experience?
My eyes were forward. It wasn't left. It wasn't right. My eyes were forward.
So you seen the car?
I seen the car. I was trying to slow so that I can turn easier for myself. So I can, adjust the turn at a better, more comfortable way, I guess you could say, for myself.
He was on a flat street, basically.
I was on. Say it again.
He was on a flat
Were
street.
you on a hill or a flat street?
I was on flat, but it had freaking small ass potholes. So every time I fucking went over it, I ended up slightly moving off across my seat. So basically,
I mean, still, that's
I mean, yeah, still, but that shit is annoying.
you
I'm
don't know
gonna
how
be
to
honest.
you,
That shit is
you don't
annoying.
know how to you don't know how to ride a bike. Oh.
Well, I know how to ride a bike, but like riding on a bike in Queens.
You don't
'cause I
you don't know
wanna
you
say
don't know how
New
to
York
ride a
City,
bike
'cause
with
Queens doesn't even
cars
feel
being
like New
around.
York City. But
So that's what you're saying. You need to be, like I said, keep your big ass on the fucking sidewalk. You don't know how to ride on the street. Get your big ass on the sidewalk.
nah, bro, I gotta be fearless. I gotta walk into that street. I gotta ride in the street.
Listen,
Nah,
get your
obviously,
big,
I'm not gonna ride in the street if I don't feel like it.
bro. You're riding in the street and almost hit a guy's car, and then you was kind of looking at him like, why are you mad that I almost hit your car?
Well, I'm
Nigga, I
not
know
looking at
why.
no. I'm not looking at the man and wondering like why you're mad. I understand why you would be upset. I almost hit your car. My thing is, you're going to continue to be upset even though you realize that there's no actual damage. So nothing actually happened, but you're going to continue to be upset.
Yes.
Like, it's all right to understand at first, your first reaction is, yo, what the hell did you fucking do? But then after you realize that nothing happened, you're going to continue to be that way.
When I see,
To me, then that starts getting me upset. Like, I started to get annoyed.
what he's
Like, bro,
saying is-
relax yourself because your car's
saying
fine.
Another grown ass man not knowing how to ride a bike, it almost hit my car. So now I'm not going to talk to him as a kid. I'm going to talk to him as a mad and adult. I just saw a big 20-year-old nigga not know how to stop on his bike. You better stop with your feet.
You know
bro.
what?
You better stop. With
I'm
your
not
feet
even
at that
continuing to
point.
correct you.
I got
that I
the
don't
answer.
know how to ride on the
Well, not
fucking
even the
street. I
answer.
know how to ride on the street. I said I did not notice that my brakes on my left hand that I did not use because I just started riding the bike. I did not realize that they weren't working. Obviously,
Alright.
you can say you
That's
can look at
all
it like
fine.
this. Let's say the more extreme version of this.
Like Crown
Is-
Stone.
Yeah, Crown. You can go.
That's all fine and dandy, right? This is pretty much in line with the old people thing. It's like if he was clearly bringing you energy that was at a different level from what you were expecting, he's probably projecting something on from you from like earlier in the day. You know, it's like it's New York. Niggas get stressed over a lot of shit. Unfortunately, you were just the scapegoat at that time. You know what I would have did? Yo, fuck you, my nigga. I didn't hit your car. Get over it. And I would have biked off. As you said, you realize you ain't hit his car. He clearly realized you ain't hit his car. So why the fuck are you still standing there getting like, hassled? Like,
All
yo,
Continuing the story.
You know, did he try to like hold you there, like while he was saying something?
My man's came up to me like he was gonna do something, so I looked at him, and when I realized he wasn't gonna do anything, I just started, walking away. Like my whole thing was that I wasn't gonna stand there. I stopped because one, it hit my leg. Second of all, I had to see if there was something wrong with the wire itself, because if it was, I can't ride the bike no more. I have no idea how to fix that situation. So I'm not going to continue to ride the bike if the brake's not working. I go down, because I live next to a hill. I go down the hill, a car turns or something, and I can't stop. I'm hitting my head on the fucking the roof of the car or something, sliding off, and it's over for me. So I'm not gonna do that. That'd be a dumb decision.
Then your shit blown right after that, right? After something like that. Especially because nigga, you hit my car, nigga, your shit blown. Like, you just hit my car, bro. You're a grown ass man. And
Yeah,
you're dumb
but
big.
like,
you're dumb big, and I can imagine you hitting this car.
Okay, but like, all right, I can understand. I'm guessing what you're saying is if it was to happen, and is that? Oh shit! What happened?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, you left. All right, so I'm asking. I'm assuming that what you're saying is, if I was to hit his car, his reaction would be the same that you're saying. Like, why the fuck would you hit my car? So and so, da da da, so and so.
Yeah.
Forth. All right, because I'm about to say, because you keep on saying it, I'm just like in my head, like, my man's, I didn't hit his car. Like, you gotta stop. But like, I gotta realize that you're saying something else. But
yeah, I'm basically saying like, yo, basically like, let's just say, for example, let's just say, yeah, you do hit his car. Yeah,
I understand. Like, he could come up to me and be like, yo, we gotta fight. I'm not gonna let him fight me. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna snuff him dumb hard. But like, and we're gonna have to scrap after that. But like, I can at least look at it and be like, I did hit his car. Like I can at least understand. Like I definitely did hit his car. Like I'm not gonna be stupid and feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Crownless phone died.
Oh, his phone died?
Yeah, his phone died.
Dang, gotta have the charger on the handy, bro. Gotta have the charger on the handy. All right, so
let me move this down. Hold on. I gotta move this down. Do this. So I'm setting this thing up.
Oh, he's setting what are you setting up?
I gotta set up to change it. To change the window because Crownless left. So I have to change like the whole window around. I might actually have like a whole segment where I have like a whole scene where
I can help you with that, which is my next question for you. I actually wanted to ask you and Crownless when he gets back on. I'm pretty sure he's going to be listening to this. If not, I'll just remind him. But during this whole like creation of your channel and stuff like that, for your viewers and for my viewers, when it comes to the whole creation of your channel and the things you had to learn to at least get it to the point that it is today, do you think that you've developed like a skill that you could bring to the workplace? Do you feel like YouTube as a whole makes you
can learn how to
develop like much better skills than you would have?
Like an office job that says like, hey, you have to have Microsoft, like you have to be able to use Microsoft Word or like Microsoft Office. That'll be a way of that. Or like let's say you're doing let's say video editing.
Right.
And then you find like a career where you have to kind of have a thing where it's like, oh yeah, we need a video director. We need somebody who knows how to do video editing. Like a job description. Hey, I did this for no more number of years, which is like, you show them like some of your work. You probably don't show them like all the craziness. You could show them that you have experience doing some of that stuff, doing some of that creative things. I think a lot of that stuff, because I just started getting into doing video editing. The thing I sent you in the podcast and everything. I did that. Our opening thing. If you do go back and look at my stream during the beginning, I did make a whole opening thing for us. It's us on I made it was thinking this program where the clouds are basically, remember the colors that I was saying that basically what we're kind of going with? It's like basically like the persona colors, which is like red and black basically.
Right. And
it's like the clouds are black and then the sky is like red and then it's like background and it has like the only thing I want to learn how to do, and I definitely want to know if anybody who is watching this right now, if you know how to do maybe animating letters.
I can help you with that. I actually learned that later on if you check my stream as well. I have actually added in for some of the viewers that are checking a overlay, a little text on the bottom that shows the animated words sliding across the screen, kind of moving around, giving a little bit of information about the day, a little news outlet like type thing, and pretty cool stuff.
I want somebody to and if anybody knows how to make more zoom out overlays, because we definitely need one where like our logo's kind of at the bottom. I would love like I like the whole brick thing. I do like the brick layout that we do have right now, but I want something that's like red, maybe something animated, and it's like black.
I know what you're talking about.
Maybe like some red. Maybe something like red animated around the zoom overlay, and then have our logo at the bottom or something like that. It's definitely something that's like pretty cool, and actually perform. I actually wouldn't mind somebody doing something like that for us. Especially because now I got a new job, guys.
No one cares about your job. I'm gonna be honest. Like, no one cares about your job. We care about you doing YouTube. That's what we want you to do. We want you to do YouTube to get your job.
No, I got a real life job. I got a real life job.
Oh, you have a real life job?
Yes, I have.
We still didn't ask. So continue. with the YouTube thing. I'm very interested in where you're gonna be
No,
going.
no, 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 no. Don't disrespect me.
Hey, look, listen. You come into this podcast, we're gonna disrespect
let me
each other.
ask you something. You ever disrespect me like that again? You know what? You know,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be a Gatorade situation. You're gonna need some Gatorade when you're done, right? So but at the
That was
same time,
terrible. That
I
was
do
terrible.
I have been getting into like video editing. Video editing is kind of annoying. I stayed up last night. Stayed up all night editing, and it was kind of annoying because I didn't get any sleep, and then I had to like help my mom and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And I finally went to sleep. I finally went to sleep around like 1 o'clock. Woke up at 7, and now I'm like energized, which I'm like I don't understand how my body. Kind of annoying. But unique, I want to know your opinion on that.
My opinion on what?
On how on what you feel about the YouTube thing.
I'm gonna be honest. It's terrifying.
Unique. Thank you for your opinion. That was really really good. That was a great opinion. Unique's opinion was the best opinion in the world today. That was like crazy. His opinion might have been the best opinion on.
I continue to be an ass. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's.
All right. So I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to this YouTube thing, it's fun, but after a while, like when they say that it takes like endurance, when it takes like you gotta be repetitive, you gotta put in the work. Like I'm gonna be honest, I could feel it because it feels like you're moving up a mountain hill as an ant, and we're talking about Mount Everest. Like that's how it feels. That's how slow everything is moving and going.
And another thing is too. Also, I feel like when you do YouTube, I feel like now it's not how it was like a few years ago where you could just like pick up and just do it.
Yeah,
you gotta be like. I feel like now you have to be like it has to be more like movie percent. Like everything seems like movie production. If you watch a number of YouTubers like that, like high end YouTubers, it looks like movie production. Some of these guys have great cuts in between their segments. They have everything. They have everything that's like perfect. Like guys like I watch a lot of like when I watch Dashy. Dashy's probably like the best editing I've ever seen in a YouTuber in a long time. Where it comes into like that nigga is lit. That nigga, I hope he does. I hope he does his own editing. If he does do his own editing, he's like he's probably like the best dude so far I've seen. Corey Kenshin editing's not too bad. I feel like I'm not gonna put I don't think I definitely put Corey and Dashi with editing. OD. I wonder who does that. Yeah. I wonder if that.
I don't really know who Corey Kenshin is. I'm not gonna hold you.
Who Corey Kenshin is?
I know who. What's his name? Something Kage. Or Shogun. Something. It's not Corey Kenshin. It's something else. I forgot what his name was. And I feel like he has the same setup or kind of like he fits the niche like that Corey Kenshin fits for some reason. I forgot what his name was.
Nah, Corey, I like Corey. The only thing I don't like about Corey right now is I stopped watching Corey only because Corey said, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna retire from YouTube," and then he can't come back, and he comes back, and he's like, "Yeah, basically, I'm not retiring," and he got wild subscribers by doing the whole retirement thing, and it was kind of not saying I'm thinking like, "Yo, you probably did that on purpose just to get more subscribers." Not saying that, no. I think you definitely did probably have some time where you definitely did step away and, probably thought about it. Definitely like, yo, I don't want to do this my whole life. Okay, I understand it. But,
I'm going to be honest, he probably did that. He probably did it because he knew that he was going to be able to get,
more of a push.
Some people. He knew what he was doing. Like, you're not going to, you can make a mistake, yes. And you can be like, maybe I decided to do this too quickly, which I understand.
Because he was really, and then you know what it was. When he came back, he started getting whacked. When he came back, it felt like he was whack. Like I don't know what it was. It felt like I was out of the feel like I was out of the loop. Like when I was watching him, before he did the retirement stuff, I was like, oh yeah, Corey's underrated. No one talks about Corey. Great YouTuber. And once he did the retirement thing, he got a lot of attention, and then some of the things he started doing was wild corny. He would disappear. The thing that he normally does is he would disappear for dumb long, come back, do like a gameplay, and then disappear again, and come back, disappear, and it's like, yo, bro. Not saying I want consistency, but I do want consistency at least. I do want some. I feel like your best things that you used to do is not your best things anymore. Like you used to do like spooky, scary Sundays. That's what he was doing, and I loved it. And then like he kind of like slowed down with it a little bit, and then he like came back. Then he would do like a game where I definitely would not see him do. And then you're like, why are you playing this game? And it's kind of like it's like him and it's the same. It's like the same syndrome that Dashi went through, where Dashi all he played was Super Mario Maker, and it sucked because that's all he played. He didn't play nothing else. Like it was just every day Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker, and then when he went to other games, he wasn't getting the viewership. He wasn't getting the same amount of views that he was getting on the Super Mario Maker. So, what do you think would happen? You know,
What do I think would happen? What?
What do you mean? What did you say?
What do I think would happen? What? Like I'm confused. You just
like
you want
so what I'm saying is, what do you think would happen? He had to keep on doing Super Mario Maker. Like he kept on doing it because he kept on getting more views from the other stuff. He kept on doing Super Mario Maker, and I was just like, I hated it, I hated it, I hated it.
But that's the point. Like as like let's be honest with it, because we're gonna be doing this and we will rise up to the same level of like popularity because we ain't stopping. There's only up, and I can feel it right now. I've in my bone I can feel that we're gonna make it. The problem is we have to be very realistic. As YouTubers, there is a big feeling that we have to follow what's giving us the views. It's only smart that we follow what gives us the views, what then eventually gives us the money, and then eventually gives us more of an incentive to do it because our viewers love that we're doing it. We you know we follow the viewers, the viewers follow us.
I don't like just sitting there and like trying to be like, follow trends. I don't want to. Like,
all right. So trends. The thing is that the trends are gonna happen whether we cover them or not, and people are gonna cover them or not cover them. It's their choice. I think we should be.
Now I gotta change it again.
Huh?
I gotta change the thing again. Hold on.
Say again?
Got to change the layout. Yeah, I gotta.
Do we have our great companion and podcast mate back? We got Crownless. Let's go. We out. All right. Let's go. Headset on. We rolling. All right.
I don't know why I got this stuck in the middle of my head, but
but yeah, so I think we just have to be like very honest. Like let's not kid around. We're doing this.
Do you want me to be honest?
People, but we can also realize that like, these trends are going to shape us. We're going to shape people's views on these trends.
Then you want me to be honest? See, I was gonna wait to the end of the show to do this, but I'm gonna actually do this now. Then if we're gonna do that, then you have to have a set schedule. Because you would tell niggas, hey, listen, yeah, we're gonna go on at 8:30. 8:30 turns into 9. No, you gotta be like, listen, we're gonna do 8 o'clock, we're doing 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with you. The only thing that I have an issue with is while I am doing this and I will be as consistent as reasonably possible, because I'm not going to say I'm going to be consistent all the time. I have a life outside of this. While this is growing to be very important to me and I would like to really invest in all this. And it seems like a good investment for myself and for other people that will come join me on this adventure with this YouTube. I also realize that life takes unexpected turns. And I'm not going to just 100% say that I can stick to a schedule, but I will say that
then
we
I
will
guess
agree to these times are what we're going to do. Regardless of if one of us is ready or not, this is when it's going to start,
I
regardless of anything. It doesn't matter.
I was here for every episode. I'm
For every
gonna,
episode, that's fine. Every episode.
I've been here every episode.
Right.
Consistency is like
Is the key, yes.
it's just structure of time where it's kind of where it's like, yeah, 1 minute, yeah, this is our time, and the next minute, not our time, and then it's like, yo, nah, we gotta have a legit set, like a legit, yo, this is what we're gonna do. I was gonna wait for the end of the show, but I'll do it here rather than anything. But it's just, yeah, we gotta have a set schedule, bro. We gotta like literally sit down and actually have a legit, yo, we gotta do this. Dun, 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 dun. That means any and everything around that time is shut down. I don't care if it. I don't care, unless it's an emergency. Hey, but if it's, but that's it. Like, unless it's an emergency, okay, cool, got you. Like, let's just say, yeah, you know, your dog jumped off the refrigerator. You know, okay, emergency. But it was random. It was just random. It wasn't. It's a random.
I'm gonna be honest. For anyone for the people that don't know me, my dog is not small. My dog is Saint Bernard. So
it's like oh yeah, my dog is sick and I gotta take him to the vet. And listen, like, you know, I definitely need some time. I bet, cool. But if it's, you know, a little annoyingness or a little a little, anything along that line, then I'm not saying, yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, hell, bro. Yeah, you know, I gotta wait to 9. I gotta wait to 8. No, no, nigga, we on at 8, nigga. We on at 8, nigga. There's no, nigga. You think niggas are just like, yeah, bro. Nah, we not. Like, bro, we got a game at 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna pull up at 8:30. What are you doing? You're not gonna play. You know, like, come on, that's late. You're not really putting. You're not putting full effort. If you're gonna talk about effort, then be on time, have a set schedule, and be here.
As I said before,
you want to take it serious?
effort is great, but we can't just say effort is 100% of everything.
Bro, you have to put, bro, anything that you do.
As I'm saying, you can put 100% in effort, but effort is not absolutely everything. I'm saying you as a person, you can put 100% of effort in as much as you can do, but for the total thing that is outside of your control, there are some factors. I think it's reasonable to set expectations at a reasonable pace. We are individuals. You, Trey Guns, are an individual. Crownless is an individual. I'm an individual. Where we all have jobs, and to some degree, they might be set schedules one day. They might not be set schedules some other days. And I think it would just be completely rude to be able to be like, you know what, to our jobs, which we do all need. Yeah, my YouTube career takes precedent over this. I mean, that's a little bit of extreme, but
nobody's saying that at the moment. What niggas is saying is, hey, listen, we're gonna have a set schedule. Niggas get out normally out of time. Most of us get out at 9. Normally, most of you guys get home at 9 o'clock. I'm the only guy right now until the end of this week. Because this will be my last week of doing what I do, where I sit at home every day and then basically go to work Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, where I'm gonna be working literally every day. Where I'll get home at least by 8 o'clock, 9, and still be, yo, yeah, we're here. Monday, yeah, we're here. Tuesday, that's Monday, good. We're here. Wednesday, we're here. Friday, we're definitely here. Because I'm off that, because I'll be taking those Saturdays off. And then majority of the time, also, if you also want to do this, you have to also, I'll even have days where I will not do the podcast. Well, if we do the podcast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and the weekend, basically, to do whatever you want. Sense of like, yeah, if you want to stream by yourself, okay, yeah, if you want to stream you playing Horizon Zero Dawn, okay, cool. Be 100%. Like, if you want to do that shit, you got to do it 100. Like, nigga, there's no 50% and shit. Nigga, you can't be you should have 50, and then you get mad because they're like, oh, these guys over here are doing it 100%. Nigga, you got to go as hard, nigga.
It's, that's a fact. I agree with you. It's all about priorities. Whatever you set as your top priority is whatever you're going to be like. This is 100%. Everything else can be 100%. But if they're conflicting, this is what's going to take like the cake. This is what's going to take the baton.
That means upgrading things. That means
6 out of 5 and 10 times or something like that.
Means,
you know,
that also means an upgrading things, buying things for yourself, buying things for your stream, upgrading. So normally that's stuff too. As soon as I get this job where I work every day, oh, it's over. I'm back to Trayvon Binghamton. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm back to doing what I normally was doing. Like, I'm going 100%. This loud ass PlayStation out the window. Gotta get something new here.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with you on that last.
Gotta get something new. This PlayStation so loud. I'm playing next gen titles. And guess what? It's that's what I'm hearing. I can barely even hear the game. I can't even hear the players talk. It's like, yo, your PlayStation about to take off. Yeah, you know.
Your PlayStation about to take off. This man right here.
Normally, I brought a webcam. I have a green screen. I gotta get a ring light for the green screen because the green screen don't fucking work. Lighting in my room sucks. So, new. And also, I gotta get back on my grown man stuff too. Also, 100%. Gotta get my credit back up. So
you gotta get your credit. Yes, you do. You definitely gotta get that credit back up.
I gotta be 100%. Gotta do everything.
100%. No excuses. I want to hear no excuses from you.
Yeah, no excuses.
No excuses. You said it. You told everyone here. We heard it. No excuses. I want to see that effort.
If I gotta help an old lady up the stairs, guess what? I gotta help an old lady up the stairs.
Exactly. Get your credit up. Any which way. Any which way. Credit. All right.
If I gotta do any. I ain't saying anything, but I'm saying it here where I gotta do what I need to do to be back to where I was. Because before COVID, not even before COVID, I say after, along the line of anything along the line after that, especially after Joe Biden became president, yeah, it's been like slowed up. Really, in a sucky spot. Been stuck at this place right
Joe
now.
Biden has been somewhat of a disappointment. I'm not gonna hold you.
Wait. What did you say?
I said Joe Biden has been somewhat of a disappointment.
Yo, he's the best president in the world. You know, he's
bullshit. Straight bullshit.
He's doing his best. You know, he's doing his
straight bullshit.
Doing his absolute best. He's doing his absolute best.
Trey Guns. I'm hearing absolute bullshit that's coming out.
Exactly. That's because he's absolutely an idiot in the office.
I'll be honest.
Him and that lady. I don't know why we did that.
Don't say we. Don't say we. I never wanted to vote for them. I never wanted them to be an option.
I'm gonna say we.
I'm be very clear on that. I do not want Joe Biden. I did not want Joe Biden as president. I didn't want Trump as president.
Oh yeah, you're wallet.
I didn't want Trump or Joe Biden to be president. I looked at them. I was like, these are two absolutely terrible decisions. And I looked at it and I was like, because we've agreed on this, Trey Guns. Some people, this is going to be a wildly diverse, polarizing conversation. But
listen, I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Then don't say what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna say what I can stand on. And I wanted the devil that I can. I rather know out of the two devils, the one that will stab me in my back and the one that will at least attempt to stab me in my face. I would at least want to know when the dude's gonna come at me, and then I can I basically know which one is the person
But
that I would like to
I'm
handle, because
gonna
then I
say-
can see it come towards
I'm gonna say it like this. Niggas-
reasonably.
we owe him an apology. We owe him an apology. This guy, I don't know. Inflation is crazy. Talking about it's gonna double. Gas is gonna go up higher. Gas is about to be $8 or something. He's bucking. He's going holistic, and I don't know, because like you called for Trump's impeachment year one, but you don't want to call impeachment for this guy. This guy, it feels like he's just an idiot. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know what state he's in sometimes. So why am I talking to him? Why am I talking? Why am I? Why am I taking him serious? He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he wants to do. I feel like 100%. Niggas need a new president. Very, very fast. It feels like, bro, I haven't even got my income taxes yet. I did my income taxes in February. It is May. About to be in June. I haven't got my income taxes. What's going on, Joe? What's going on, Broadway? I like going on Broadway Joe, because it feels like I'm watching a movie every time I just see him. It's like, yo, it's like an evil villain.
Look,
he doesn't even know his own master plan.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I've been honest this entire time. It's just it's a phrase for anyone that wants to call me out on that, but that's just the way I phrase things. Joe Biden to me is a response to something that Democrats and the left really didn't have a response for. And I think personally that they weren't ready for it during like the election.
Because
After Obama's final term, like no one believed that Trump was going to make it. And then
he made it.
He made it, but he made it because one, he was abrasive. Two, he didn't have really much of a filter. Like he just said whatever was on his mind.
I would also say to you, I would also say the Republican Party wasn't that great that year either. Nobody in that Republican Party that was like, yo, that's president material. Like no one in that Republican Party at that time had no president. Like, bro, you had wasn't like George Bush's brother ran for president as well. He was going on for him, Jeb Bush or something like that. He went off on him, calling him out because he was a liar. He took some money and stuff like that, and then he was basically calling a lot of these guys out who tried to run against him. He was just attacking them. And in the Democratic Party, you had Hillary, which was like
second worst option that you really can go for.
It was bad. It was just bad options.
It was bad options, but I think that's because society. Not really society, yes, but because of technology, like a lot of people have started to view things in a certain light because now we're like massively connected. And like it didn't really start to take swarm until like after 2010. Like I'm talking about take a storm across the media, connections, influences. Like YouTube started to be a big place of influence. I mean, I don't know if Twitch was that big at the time.
It was also like the baggage of the emails. That was like the thing that also killed it. Like once everybody, and then she went on a press run. It was like a lot of things about press runs too. I don't like, especially when they do it like on radio stations. Like they go on hip hop like radio stations where like Hillary Clinton was like, "Oh, I keep hot sauce in my pocketbook," and I'm like, Hillary, what does that have to do with you? I'm a president. It doesn't have to do with anything. I understand, you're trying to get the black vote, but like that's not the way you approach the black vote. Like, that isn't like that's like what Joe Biden did, where Joe Biden told, "Hey, black people, you don't vote for me, you're not black." Where it's like, well, we still voted for him,
and essentially they did. I mean,
understand, yeah. Understand the problem. Understand like Trump's last year of president was pretty bad, but I don't think it was enough to really kick him out of office, and it did, because eventually we got Joe, and Joe feels like, I feel like I'm in a chokehold. I feel like I'm not like. Why am I feeling like it's hectic? You have baby formula going out of. You can't even find baby formula anywhere. A lot of things are starting to just go missing, and a lot of things to start going crazy, and everything's up in prices. You can't even go to McDonald's. First of all, how is McDonald's go up in prices? And McDonald's and everything is, you have a dollar menu. Everything, nothing's a dollar anymore. Damn near McDonald's, everything's like $3. I went to the beach store recently to get a pizza slice. You know how much a pizza slice was in Yonkers?
Nobody tell me.
$3.75.
Look, listen. I'm gonna be honest.
A pizza slice is not
Again,
$3.75.
I keep on saying that.
75.
Trump to me was an answer to the problem that we have now, which is we don't have the incentive to pick individuals that have like the characteristics, the values, and just not characteristics, but just character in general. Let's just encompass it all together. The character to be leader material. And I don't think I've personally seen anyone that was leader material. The only closest person I could see that resembled the semblance of leadership material, if not their voice, project
Barack Obama.
confidence with Barack Obama. And I don't know much about what he did necessarily.
He didn't do nothing. The only thing Barack Obama did really was give rights to people. He gave rights, and that's basically his biggest accomplishment. And yeah, you killed Osama bin Laden, but you didn't really send those guys out there to kill Osama bin Laden. Niggas just found it. That was like your biggest staple moments, and then after that, nothing really. I mean, you have you got nothing happened for the community of black people. Black people are still in the same spot they've been in historically. And
well, that was the same situation. That's the same problem that I have with whatchamacallit, with Joe Biden. Joe Biden, I actually, and this is how invested I was in the voting situation. I actually looked at his plan. And as far as I've seen, for some of the things that
his biggest niche
was that
made he was going to stop
my life
loan.
better, but also I think would have made
he was going to stop that student debt thing, wasn't he? And he never did it. He never.
As far as I understood, I think that's still unresolved. But like the two things, one, his African American plan, I don't think I ever heard that came to fruition. On his plan, I don't think he ever actually did that yet.
No.
Anything that he said he was going to do for the African American communities and so on and so forth, he didn't do. As far as I know, didn't do anything. I could be wrong, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard any waves. I haven't seen any headlines or anything like that. I also looked at his plan and I haven't seen anything. And he also haven't done anything for teachers. And teachers are one of the most crucial members of society because you have to actually teach children how to be working adults. And I didn't hear anything.
Well, I wouldn't even say that teachers teach you how to be an adult. Teachers teach you how to be a robot. I'm not gonna say that they teach you how to be bro, unique. I went to high school. Unique.
They taught you how to pay your taxes.
Unique. They don't teach you how to pay your taxes. They don't even teach you how to. They don't even teach
you. They taught you
actually, no. Yes, they did. Yes,
no, they
didn't.
Yes.
This is the thing.
Wait.
Public school, yes, I have a bit of.
What year?
Yeah, because they didn't teach you how to pay my taxes. They didn't even teach you how to make a resume.
Okay.
My 10th, 11th, and 12th grade computer teacher did that as a charity because the other teachers weren't teaching us anything outside of us.
They wasn't teaching you how to be no adult.
They just teach you how to pass the regions.
They teach you how to read this book.
They tell you some stuff about their life.
They teach you how this book means nothing in life. They teach you about, bro, when am I ever going to use geometry?
That's why you have so many people our age still sitting at home down bad. Nothing wrong with sitting at home, but they're sitting at home without no know-how as to do anything. You feel me? They don't know how to open bank accounts. They don't know how to build credit. They don't know what a 401k is. They don't. They don't know jack.
They don't even know
You
how to.
know,
They don't even
Okay.
know how to make their own
You know,
So
resume.
that's
or
see,
you,
see,
you
so
know,
let me break it down because you're throwing me
what's
like
even
a lot
crazy?
of things
Wait,
that
I'm
I
not
can
calling
actually
you. I'm not calling you out.
probably.
What I'm saying is that we can call about 30 people in our age group and be like, "Yo, what teacher taught you how to pay your taxes?" And they're gonna tell you none
None.
because it wasn't in the curriculum. If
Mm,
your teacher did it for you in your class, that is fan fucking fast.
Yeah, OD.
But it really did not happen as often as you think it did.
Well, I'm not
Then
saying
that's just
happened as often as anything. I
gonna
haven't even began to answer.
I'm gonna throw something too. Because on
You
top
Okay,
of
said
that,
continue.
teachers
Throw something.
taught us how to be adults. There's a
Cause-
lot of things going into an adult besides being able to tell your age and count money.
yeah,
What I'm saying is there's a lot of things they overlook. Not you can't really blame the teachers on that. It's not in the curriculum. We have to go higher up. We need a better economics class. We need to, but see that also goes into such a problem. It's like okay, I can't go. I could go up to my U.S. history teacher, but like, yo, teach me how to fucking build credit. You know, to which he would say, I gotta teach that to 30 of y'all, blah blah blah. I might not be able to do it. Or we have a teacher like my computer teacher. He says, all right, I got you. That's how we ended up fucking around learning psychology and neuroscience. He was like, they're not gonna teach you this. Like, but I feel like you need to know it to be an adult. That was one teacher out of
Right.
all the years. And I didn't have him teach us neuroscience until 12th grade.
yeah. Most,
You know, on a whim. Let me restate that. It wasn't because he was made to teach this by the school. He chose to because he recognized that the school will do nothing aside from say you need to learn it. But like they don't do that, bro.
listen,
You feel me?
So,
listen,
so
like-
listen, let me
hold on, Trayon, because
let me jump in
answer
real
all
fast.
these things. though.
Because even on top of that,
You know,
Bro,
they don't
no,
teach you how to
bro, there
apply
was
for
no-
jobs.
there was-
Wait, yo,
there
what
was no.
teacher
Let
taught
me
you how to
let me
write a
let me go.
resume?
Let me get this one thing.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna let
The
y'all. I'm
more
gonna let y'all
I'm-
go ahead because I can't even get stated.
The more I'm thinking about this, the more it's like. Matter of fact, what is a functioning adult to you? Let's get to the core.
Like, can I say one
A
thing?
functioning adult.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah. What is a functioning adult?
Can I say one thing? I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
So,
functioning
also,
adult. All right.
They didn't teach you how to build your resume. No teacher told you, hey, listen, yeah, you leave here, you need to know how to make a resume. You need to know how to do these things. No teacher did that. No teacher did that up until my 12th grade year.
Okay.
My English teacher did that for me. They didn't teach you like the things that they teach you in school. They teach you about George Washington. They teach you about a dude who. They teach you about Christopher Columbus. Things that you don't need to know about. You don't need to know about these things. You don't need to. I'm not going to use it in real life. A job application is not going to tell me, yo, bro, well, you know who Christopher Columbus is? What the fuck I need to know about that? Or, bro, it was, bro, you teach me about geometry. No, I'm only going to use geometry maybe one time in my life. And that's if I'm doing like maybe a carpenter or something like that. Maybe something along that line. You're not going to really use geometry your whole life. They teach you things that is unnecessary. That you need, that's not.
I wouldn't say that.
No,
I
go
wouldn't
against
say
that
that at
heavily
all.
from that statement.
I
I agree
wouldn't
with you
say
guys on two things.
Certain things in school they do teach you that are not needed. You definitely don't need something.
What it is that they're trying to teach you core subjects, right? Science, biology, gym, so you can be physically fit, everything, right? But the nuances of being an adult, right? I'm gonna just be specific, right? I had a college level government class, a college level English class in 12th grade, right?
It's just going. There's no with it.
Yo,
I'm gonna let it be known here. Don't ever say it. Teachers teach you how to be an adult because that sounds.
So no. Let me explain because at this point I have been listening. So you brought up two things that I'm gonna really go at because the rest of it was like a whole bunch of stuff and I can't remember everything.
That's okay.
One of them was, if I remember correctly, let me ask the question, is what exactly did teachers teach for you to be, no, what exactly does it mean to be a fully functioning adult? Was that your question, Crownless?
Yeah, to you, what is your fully functioning adult?
Fully functioning adult. Um. Okay. I did say that teachers do. I did say that teachers do teach you how to become an adult. I never said fully functioning. I said no. I never said fully functioning. I said to become a teacher. I mean, not a teacher, an adult. Sorry. So I agree with that statement. I don't think that they teach you to become a fully functioning adult in the sense, not fully functioning, not like you know everything, because some things are supposed to be taught by your parents. If you don't have parents, then teachers cannot teach you absolutely everything it takes to become an adult. Like they don't have the time to be able to do that.
My question would be, what has your teachers taught you that has had a direct correlation on your adult life? Take your time.
Read this book, though.
One, resume. They taught me how to make a resume. And it wasn't just one teacher, it was an actual curriculum in it. So this goes to a larger problem, but they taught me how to make a curriculum. They taught me how to do taxes and how to pay attention, to do the math, look at some of the things you could do and you probably shouldn't do, or you have the option not to do, and some of the laws regarding it and revolving around it. So they also brought me to some interviews to some degree. That is to say, some mock interviews. Not to say that I went to get one, but they did offer me certain things.
Of course.
They did, in a lot of schools, they do push you to get some type of volunteer, certain like amount of hours, or you getting at least like maybe a side job. My cousin did it. I also did it, and it also counted. So it's not to say that schools don't add to you becoming a fully functioning adult, because I think they do. One, you have to learn math. You also have to build upon math. You also have to build your English skills, because if you can barely write a sentence, then how are you going to write a full-fledged resume with the things you're supposed to write and to get people to look at your resume, some of the things that they might like. I mean, you can learn that through guerrilla experience, basically learning it from other people and them telling you like, yo, this shit was terrible. But then you have teachers that can actually help you. Now, the problem that I'm seeing from what you guys, I don't know if you guys went to a private or a public one.
Public school.
Okay. If you went to a public school, then I agree with the sentiment that public schools don't do a very good job of teaching you how to be a fully functioning adult in the least. I didn't go to a public school. I went to a private school. So they had a little bit more lee room with what they could teach. Now, to some degree, it's the teacher's responsibility to be able to teach you this. To some degree, it's not that it's mandatory, but I do think as an educator, you're supposed to cultivate your students to become functioning adults. And if you feel like something is not working correctly, or you feel like the system that you're a part of is not functioning to the way it should be, then you should have the ability to influence them, give them the information, like your tech teacher taught you about neuroscience, or I don't know if that was the correct teacher, but so on and so forth. He took it upon himself to do it, even though it was not mandatory that he teach you that. I think that that's the case, and that these cases, private school teachers and the teachers that are in public school that do take the chance to teach you these things are very important and they're necessary. I think the problem, and this is what I'm going back at, is the government itself and how they form what your teaching is supposed to be like. I think it's outdated. I think it's crude, and I think it's not effective at all. But private schools have, to me, shown examples of them actually being very good ways to educate individuals and being well-functioning adults.
So let me ask you this. How many kids can go to a private school?
Huh?
How many kids can go to a private school?
However many can afford it.
However many can afford it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's not fair.
Okay then.
It's kind of bullshit.
So
I don't.
teachers, I'm not gonna say 100% all teachers. Definitely don't teach you real life stuff. They don't. There's a small percentage of teachers that will take their time out to seek that you know what, these kids don't really need to learn about this bullshit, this curriculum, this dumb shit that they need to learn. No, and they can learn about some shit that they really gonna use every day in their life. Like, that's where
I
that
mean,
comes
hey,
in.
bro, I look at this game case. I know that this right here is a right triangle, bro.
Right. I know.
I mean, to some degree, at least, but hold on, because this is the thing that I have like when it comes to math, I didn't think about it at first why it was important to begin with, especially geometry and trigonometry. I completely looked at it and I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The only
But
thing you need
I
to have
think
is a
that
basic
it
learning
comes
of
to an
math.
importance because if you were to go into any type of
what you're using is basic math.
I was gonna say if you were to go into any type of what you call it,
you're not using basic math.
I would also argue
on.
that geometry is important, Trey, because say you want to improve on your lawn, right? In order to really make any adjustments, you gotta find out the surface area.
But I also think that it's trade school as well. Like trade school teaches you how to do it in application, like to actually apply the actual stuff, apply the actual things that you learned in school and actually put in the technical knowledge, not the technical knowledge, I guess. Yeah, no, technical knowledge.
I wouldn't.
And apply it in a physical sense.
I mean, I understand that, though.
I think it's not that it doesn't have any appliance to real world, because you have to know to some degree of the fucking columns and the circumference of the freaking column, because if you don't, and you try to make freaking adjustments to your house without understanding the basics of that type of stuff, you eventually can do more harm than good. Now, I do agree that there's people that are more qualified and you can probably go your life without really learning it, but you essentially would be not as effective as you could be as an adult, I think. So I think it is useful and I think it is beneficial. Do I think it's absolutely necessary? No, but I do think it's actually crucial that you should learn this, at least to the most basic degree.
Do I use social studies in any type of shape or form in my life?
Do you do social studies?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Do I use science anytime, really?
Yes.
Yeah, because you would know why your Gatorade over there gives you energy. I mean, replenishes your carbohydrates. Replenishes your electrolytes.
Do I need? I'm just leaving stuff.
You're just gonna start throwing things.
Yeah. I'm just gonna think some things.
You need your social studies because boom, off rip geography. How the fuck don't you know the world, especially in this day and age?
I mean, there's people running around that don't know that.
Like, how do people enact other people? How do we talk about?
There are definitely people walking around that don't know that Australia and everything is on like the other side of the world. There's people that believe like South America and everything is like South America is where Asia is and stuff like that.
And that's a them problem at that point.
Yeah. That's definitely that. But I'm trying to name I'm trying to think of one subject. I can understand gym, physical, you need you're definitely gonna need some stuff like that. I'm trying to think like you definitely need math. Math you use every day. Math is like an everyday thing. Math is the everyday use. I think that's an everyday use.
The more you understand science, the better you understand everything in your room.
You said science?
Yes, sir. For example, you would know the boiling point of that Gatorade,
You wouldn't also know how to use your computer
of that plastic bottle. You know what I mean? You would know.
I'm just thinking of subjects.
Like
good.
I was gonna say like
every subject. You do need English. You definitely need to know how to read. You definitely need to know that.
Use an extra language in case you want to go or have a perfect example, right? A lot of people in my time, they went through Spanish class just doing the bare minimum, and it's like you usually bump into people that speak Spanish all the time. Sometimes only speak Spanish. Now you have an advantage by being able to communicate with them.
That's definitely like a dualist thing too. Also, you can put that on a job application that you can speak both languages.
But like
Exactly.
the way you're speaking, Trey, is like you're speaking like, is this applicable to like job experience?
No.
Like,
I'm just saying in general. No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not
then in
knocking. I'm
general,
not.
yes. Then every
I'm
subject
I'm
that
just
you've
saying in general.
chosen
I'm not necessarily
essentially
saying like,
helps
oh,
you
I'm
with
saying
everything
some
else.
subject there are some subjects that definitely aren't needed.
Put me on.
Like that to me myself, I don't need to know geometry. I don't need
I mean,
trigonometry.
you kind of do because
I don't
you're
because
doing
I don't
geometry
use
with your
I don't
computer
use it.
though. You are. You actually are using geometry with your computer. When you do designs, when you are adjusting things to certain things, you're looking at a visual aspect along with math, but with specifically geometry and trigonometry
Go.
to adjust the camera size to what
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Go lower,
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry, my fault.
How would you go about picking a size for your TV?
You said how would I go about what? No. I like just I just blacked out just now.
Sorry, because I know you need to throw shit at you. I know. How do you go about picking your TV sizes without knowing
the geometry
of the
size? I mean, yeah, I hear it. I definitely hear it. I hear it. But I don't really like. I'm seeing it in my everyday. Like I'm not every day going to the store being like, hey, you know what? Let me get this size computer, or let me. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm just saying every day of my life, I don't really use it as much. OD, I don't.
I think that you're confusing
I
with
think
like intentionally applying it and then applying it passively.
because
You're applying everything that you learned in school at a passive
I didn't
rate.
learn nothing in geometry. You want to know something? I didn't learn nothing. Didn't learn nothing about geometry.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I passed the
applying
class,
to
right?
some degree
Let
in
me-
a
let me
passive
tell you
way.
All right. So what is
No. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happened with geometry in my geometry class. We did absolutely nothing. I didn't learn nothing about geometry, bro. I didn't.
Yo, Troy, what is the Pythagorean theorem?
But that's what is that? Y equals. Is that Y equals mx plus b? No. So what is that? What's the part? What is that? I don't remember much. Listen, I can't. Oh, what is that? Please excuse my dear Sally. No, right? No. See, I'm telling you, I don't remember most of this stuff because I don't use it.
So again, I'm gonna keep replying and saying the same thing.
I don't
intentionally use these things. You passively use them. You don't realize that you're applying these things to what you're doing in the moment because you're not saying the actual words that are associated with the actions you're doing. When you're adjusting the camera and adjusting and cropping the photo, you're cropping it to a certain way that you realize fits with what you want. You do that by plugging in the numbers and by seeing it, so that when you do it again and when you just have the numbers and you can't crop it, you have to put in the specific numbers. You know exactly what you're doing because that's exactly the math you need to have. So you're applying it, but you're just like, I'm just doing it because I've experienced it already. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing I learned like in math that I liked about it was like I did statistics. Statistics was pretty lit. Because I just used
statistics, bro.
I did take it. I took it in.
Take more statistics. You need to do better math, bro.
Okay, boom. What's the three branches of government?
Legislation. What is it? Legislation. I can't even speak English right now. I can't even. I can't name that off the top of my head. I can't. I didn't get. On the top of my head, I'm not gonna remember that because Not saying I'm not gonna remember that, but I'm not gonna use. I'm telling you, I don't use. Like you're not gonna use that every day. Like yo, I hate the three branches of the government. Like I'm not gonna walk around like that. I'm not.
But you talk about them like we've talked about them like 8 times already.
Yeah,
we talked about
I don't talk
the
about
judges. To some degree, we've talked about President Biden and his people, and we talked about Congress.
I don't
talk
I don't talk about it every day though. Like it's one of those things. If it comes up, yes, I can sit down and yes, I can talk to you about it. But I'm not gonna sit down and every day. Look at this guy. Like I'm not Ben Shapiro. I'm not going dumb crazy every day. I'm not walking around.
Listen, We need you to be less Ben Shapiro, right, and more Trayvon.
Yeah. Just be Trayvon. Just be the guy who doesn't really. I don't really like school or any other. Like I hated school. I was one of those niggas that like.
I'm gonna be honest. I think school failed you.
No, I loved it. The only thing I loved about school was like, yeah, bro. I had my favorite subject was dead ass math. Math was I loved it. I loved everything about math. But once I got to geometry was where I was like, all right, yeah, y'all bugging. I'm not doing the shape shit. Y'all bugging.
Look, listen. I only say that education failed you because I'm gonna be honest. The same sentiment that like everyone has. Like, I didn't learn my taxes. I didn't know how to do taxes. I didn't learn how to cook. I do agree that schools could go about teaching you that type of stuff, like learning how to cook, learning how to do taxes, learning how
I'm gonna say
to
necessarily
do
learn
some
how to
trade. Get more schools, more public schools to start like getting you some credits in like trade school, so that when you essentially
I went to
leave,
Saunders, and Saunders is like the best school to do that for. I went to a trade school, basically.
right? Yeah. But
And
did you get anything out of it? Did you like get a title? Did you get a
I was in
license?
business.
Did you?
When I was in originally this I was in HVAC, and I didn't really like HVAC as much. Really didn't. Kind of whack to me. It was like kind of boring. A lot of that extra boringness that I didn't like. And what ends up happening is, yo, is Snoopy? That's what your name is. Thank you for the follow.
Hey,
thank you for the follow, my boy.
go
Thank
to
you for the follow,
follow.
my boy. Thank you for the follow.
Let's go follow.
It's freaking but the thing that I hated was that it was like, yeah, you know, there's a lot of annoyingness, you know, the HVAC thing. The teacher I had, he was like on some black man bully shit. Nigga was wildin'. He was that a bully. I'm not gonna hold you. But eventually I went to business. And then, you know, I learned how to do like, you know, cashiering and stuff like that, do stuff like that. And it did like it was like a regular job. And then at the time I was working at ShopRite, so it was kind of like, oh, extra thing like that. Kind of, it was like they had their own store basically. It wasn't like a real curriculum. It really wasn't. It was like if you failed your major, which I didn't fail, I just switched out of my major. I passed my major, but I just switched out of it and just went to that. And most people you had to take like a test for like passing like you know to get your real license. Like I had a few boys that did that. Where in our school it was kind of lit. In that shape form, you had culinary, you had places like, yeah, you could cook, you learn how to do that. You had carpentry, you had auto mechanic, you had a lot of stuff like that. That's like a school, yeah, where they can teach you everything, basically, teach you some real life skills, but not every school has that. The Roosevelts of the world, the Riversides of the world, you know, Yonkers High, all that stuff. There wasn't not a lot of schools taught kids how to do these things. Saunders was probably the only school that had like trades in it. Where that's like the only thing I liked about Saunders. Where it was kind of like, yeah, you can go there and get your own, like, learn some real life skills. I wish I was an auto mechanic. I wish I did. Actually, kind of. If I can go back, if I can reverse back in time, I would have went and did auto mechanic. I would have definitely done that. And that would have been probably.
I mean, you can still do it. I mean,
I could. But am
like,
I?
You can do it. You're choosing not to do it. Like,
Yeah.
if it really was something that you really wanted to do, you would be like, yo, I'm gonna go do it.
If I was a kid, if I can go back to being like a teenager, I would have did it. And then that
don't be like, yo, if I wanted to be a teenager, be like, right now, I'm an adult, fully functioning.
No.
I want to be an auto mechanic. I'm gonna do it right now.
No, I'm not doing that right now. Like right now, I don't want to do that.
All right, then don't say that you want to go back and do it.
But I'm saying no.
Now.
What I'm saying was at the time when I was a kid, I chose. I don't know why I chose HVAC. Didn't know. I don't know why I did that. I just chose it. But I wish I didn't chose it. I wish I would have chose auto mechanic. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like I should have chose that rather than choosing A-Track. I'm not saying, yo, bro, yeah, I want to be a full-on. No. I just said like, because that would have been something that I could have used as, yeah, they're definitely a tool, definitely having a back pocket, but I definitely would have probably never went like forward with it. That would have never been like my career path. Probably not. No, that would have just been something I would have been able to do. That's
I don't know. I kind of look at it, now in that type of statement, like I should have done this, I should have done that. If I done this, I kind of look at it now, realizing like that type of phrasing, like I should have done this, is kind of like, if it isn't something that I physically did not realize in the past, that is only restrictive to me in the past, I'm not gonna regret something like that. Like if I wanted to be a freaking YouTuber, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber right now. So I mean, like,
no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm not a YouTuber. No, you're not. You're not. You're just a guy. No, you're just a guy that just turned his camera on.
You know what? You're right. I still got a long way to go. That's what it is. I'm gonna take that as you got a long way to go.
You're just a guy who turned his camera on.
I just gotta turn this camera on with like only.
Gotta turn his camera on, but we just definitely did hit our 2 hour and 5 minute mark. It is sad to say, but we are closing our favorite podcast of the world. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your grandmother, tell your auntie, tell everybody in the world. Tell the Chinese man that you went to the store and got your food from.
Facts.
That CTU is in the building. But any closing remarks? Anybody? Definitely Crownless. I definitely want to hear something from you as a closing remark.
I mean, I hear not really much to say, but the school subject was interesting. We could probably continue that tomorrow. I mean, on Wednesday. Definitely bring some flavor into it because that was interesting once we got some context. But that's really it.
Listen.
It was interesting.
Listen. It was. Unique. You got any closing remarks? Do you got any?
Like,
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No one cares
Nobody
what you want, Trey.
Nobody cares about your closing remarks.
No one cares what you want to say. Right?
Nobody cares about your closing remarks, but we're definitely going to end it there because we don't care about him. We don't care about the guy. We don't care today.
You said we don't care about Ghana?
The guy on the left. That's what I said.
The guy on the left.
We don't care about today. Today is Today is that type of
Okay, continue.
Today is we don't care about Unique Day. No, let me stop.
I'm hearing a lot of bullshit. Continue speaking. All right. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I was gonna say something, but then I lost it.
Exactly, because we don't care. But definitely at that time, we don't care about Unique. We definitely are gonna close this out. I hope everybody had a good night. I'm gonna play some 2K. I definitely probably will stay on stream. I definitely will I'm probably gonna have to turn this off and then come right back. But definitely I'm gonna stream some 2K.